You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, now we're here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you to the Let's Play episode of Where the Demon Lurks. Had a very good response to this one. I can't wait to jump back into it. I absolutely am in love with the art style and the character design. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, ladies and gents. So Alarm Chain, you are up, and let's go. Okay. Is there anything I can do to make your jobs easier?
Don't mind us, my lord. We live to serve the ruler of the underworld until death deems it unnecessary.
I see. Tell you what, would you be open to work? Would you be open to working with Fortis on an ad for the underworld? He might need someone to help him run the recording.
If that is the demon lord's command, it shall be done.
Right. Do you have any ideas for a video?
How about the video with the gentle sounds of rain falling in the forest? And we play a very subtle recording, almost like a whisper, repeating the many terrible tortures we do down here. Then it'll be buried in there unconscious forever.
I see. I see why you're the general of mental torture. Alright, let's run with it.
As you command, my lord, I will not fail you.
Is there anything else you want to share?
Well, if you're asking, why exactly am I a frog?
He managed to answer some of Nox's questions with some half-baked answers until he is satisfied and returns back to his post. Even before you became Demon Lord, speaking of Nox has always been a brain-scratcher. Although you don't really know if you're even making sense, the frog keeps coming back to you to ask what you think. Satisfied with the meetings you have done, you end the trip by approving Amer's machine testing. Still, there is a nagging sensation that you forgot something, but you're not sure what. You decide to ignore the feeling and get back to the tedious part of your work. It takes you the whole day just to make a dent on the massive pile, but progress is progress. The initial burst of energy you feel when you started tackling the paperwork dwindles away as the hours pass by, the pile of unfinished work still casting a shadow overhead. Nox. Nox, another name for the Knight. He was the last general to be created. Pa made him. Yet, I never saw them close with each other. Maybe it has to do with how he's often asking questions that don't really have any answer to them. The other generals don't seem to be interested in his questions. I guess that's why he bothers me with them most of the time. At least he's pretty dependable and skilled, too. A little too skilled. I just can't beat the guy in any two-player matches. Even one complaint report takes hours for you to go through. Still, you soldier on. When you grab the 20th report from the pile, a strong vibration rumbles beneath your feet. The pile of incomplete paperwork shakes, almost toppling over. What was that? A portal opens in front of your desk and a furious-looking Vendrake steps through.
My lord!
Oh, Vendrake, I'm doing my job, okay? You don't need to check up on me.
How can you be so calm?
What happened? Vendrake snaps his fingers and a portal opens next to him. Amer is the first to step out of the portal. Amer? Amer looks at Vendrake, then to you with a dazed expression.
Who's he?
Vendrake smacks his forehead. That's our leader, Lord Kobu.
Oh, right. Hello, Lord Kobu.
Amer, what's going on?
Well, I tried out this new machine I invented just now at the place where the demons do workouts.
The physical torture zone.
Yes, that. Then the machine just... What's the word? I can't remember.
Exploded!
It exploded!
It exploded. Both the mayor and the demons caught in the blast, all have selective memory loss. It's a train wreck out there. There are a dozen demons with no clue about what they are supposed to be doing. Some even got convinced that they should be tortured while the souls use the machines. Amer blinks emptily at Vendrake, then back at you.
Don't worry, the effects will wear off in a few hours. Or was it a few weeks? Years? I don't remember how long I set the machine to.
He looks back at the fuming Vendrake.
Have you always had a throbbing vein on your forehead, Vendrake?
Sorry, y'all, it's late. It's utter chaos, and what else do I hear when my men go down to deal with the problem? There's more? Your words struggle to escape your throat as the rising fear holds your linguistic skills hostage. Vendrake snaps his fingers again to summon a new portal. This time Fortis and Nox appear. The large dog demon is covered in frog-shaped footprints, while Nox has huge bruises all over his body.
What happened to you two?
It was a creative dispute on set, boss.
He wanted to do his workout idea, but I told him you already approved my review video.
No, he approved my idea first, so that takes priority. Quiet! These two were at each other's throats, literally, while the other staff were too busy watching their shenanigans to work. Some of the souls attempted to escape, and now I have demons running about trying to catch them before they make it to the gates. This is what I warned you about, my lord. Now what are you going to do about this? Your mind draws a blank. The fear that you've single-handedly started the breakdown of the underworld fills you with an immeasurable amount of dread. Your eyes dart about, searching for someone or something to help you. Amir, he's still in a daze and appears unsure of where he even is. What about Fortis or Nox? The two are too busy staring daggers at each other. You're alone in this, and you don't know what to do. Vendrake seems to sense this and shakes his head. That's it. All of you back to your posts. Let our lord contemplate the next step. Whatever projects you were given, they're cancelled indefinitely. The other generals nod and exit the portal to carry out their orders. Vendrake looks at you one more time, and you feel the scorn of his gaze fall upon you. Did you see what you did? How could you let it happen? Hey, lay off, okay? I didn't know any of it was going to turn out like this. It's your job to know. That's why I was against you trying to bring in your juvenile ideas. Look at what happened. Watch your tone, Vendrake. I'm saying this for the good of the underworld. If you're half the leader your father was, you'd heed my warning and stop before you make things worse. Get in line. It takes everything out of you not to just throttle Vendrake with your powers. No. You say so softly it's almost a whisper. I'm not going to give up just because of one setback. Well then, I'm not going to let the underworld fall, not even because of you, my lord. Squeezing the report in your left hand, you feel your claws penetrating the already thick papers as they begin to bury through into the palm of your hand. Vendrake opens a portal and returns to leave. The moment the portal closes, you slam your fist onto the table. Damn it! Damn it! The sadness and anger that has been boiling up inside you threatens to spill out in waves. Yet you still tell yourself to keep it together. Keep it together. I'm the Demon Lord. I'm the Demon Lord. I'm not... Damn it! You spend the rest of your time contemplating your mistakes. Whatever determination you left flickers like a dying matchstick. Still, you march on, hoping to prove Vendrake wrong. Thus begins your tumultuous relationship with your second-in-command. Meetings with Vendrake turn into more of a competition of who could press their thumb over the other more strongly. I say a longer lunch break will do everyone some good. No, 30 minutes has been the way for years. You're turning the workers into slobs. It reaches a point where it seems like he just purposefully disagrees with you, even if you try to do things outside of how your father ran the company. It's not to say your ideas were effective all the time. What's wrong with me approving the proposal for a new vending machine in the mental torture zone? Did you check the list of items they requested for that machine? One of them is Hypno's chocolate. That thing is going to make half the staff fall asleep. Oh, crap. Despite the efforts of the other generals to show you some compassion for your work, Vendrake's resistance somehow feels overwhelming. Eventually, it becomes harder and harder to try to do anything new. Going to work is more of a drain on your soul. At some point, you begin to wonder, do you want this job anymore? Poor guy. Before you know it, 5 years of damn! My lord! Ugh! The sharp voice, instantly recognizable as your second-in-command, rings throughout your office like cymbals crashing against your ears. You raise the handheld console you were using before Vendrake was so rude as to interrupt. Vendrake is fuming, his hands balled up and tight and shaking with a building rage. Vendrake, okay. Vendrake's that little grumpy uncle in the family that nags to everyone about how things were better back in the old days. Pa said that great-great-grandpa created Vendrake when the underworld was first established. He's the first and oldest demon, not to mention the stuffiest. Every day it's Kobu file this report in, and Kobu put that tablet down and eat your dinner. It's even worse when he barks at me about needing to give me a lengthy speech for the opening of every new torture building. So infuriating. My lord! Just go already, I'll be there. You wave him away. Vendrake lets out an angry scoff and floats toward the door, slamming it shut as he leaves. With peace and quiet having resumed, you place the handheld console upon the table and sit back. You glance over your table. Piles of paperwork have stacked up, all awaiting review and approval. In the far right corner is a photo frame of your father. Well, Pa, it's been 5 years. When is this job supposed to get easier? You frown at the photograph and slump over the desk with your head buried into your hands. This job has slowly been eating away at you each and every day. You pull yourself up and open your portal. Better get there or Vendrake will blow a blood vessel. You make your way to the meeting room. A dry mood fills the meeting room, despite Vendrake tapping away at the table in frustration. All eyes turn on you as you enter the room. Hey gang, let's get this meeting started.
Okay. I'll just take the attendance then.
Someone kill me. Amir, we know who's here. Can we just skip this?
Never, my lord. We have to follow procedure. 70% of all successful meetings always start with a proper attendance call. Additionally, we cannot discount the psychological effect of an attendance call to a demon's attention. It releases... Alright, just get on with it. Okay, so I, Amer, General of Technology and Weaponry, am here. Nox, General of the Mental Torture? Here. Fortis, General of Physical Torture?
Here. You plug your ears.
Fortis, must you shout every time?
The loudest is the strongest at roll call.
There is also strength in silence.
You calling me stupid or telling me to shut up? No, really. Which is it? Pay attention, you two.
Yes, let's just finish this. Vendrake, Chief of Security and Second in Command.
Present, as always.
Last but not least, Lord Kobu, ruler of the underworld and judge of all mortal souls.
Here. On the inside, you roll your eyes as your body nods towards the multi-limbed general. Amer then proceeds to read the previous meeting's minutes. Oh, okay. It looks like I had some kind of info or something. Or not. I don't know. Weird. Huh. I can't... What else is there? Yeah, what else is there? What is Nox? Yeah, there's nothing. Oh. Oh, Underworld. Okay. The Underworld is the inverse of up above. I don't know how deep into the abyss this place goes, but I tried dropping a coin out the window a few decades ago, back when I was a kid, and I haven't heard it land since. Each floor isn't the same. Some are as small as a broom closet, some are huge enough to be able to accommodate entire cities within it, and some are literal office spaces. Though most are office spaces. Paul taught me that the Underworld would expand according to the needs of the current ruling Demon Lord. But every time I try to have my own arcade room or my own private movie theater, Vendrake will inevitably show up and turn it into another freaking file room. The minute's reading goes on for about a good half hour. Amer lists the decisions made last time. The list included adding more lava to the lava pits so that souls attempting to cross them get burnt easier, Amer's request for new tools for his workshop, and the rejection of Nox's request for a torture massage chair. Every general is listening intently to what Amer is reading.
And that's it. Does everyone accept the minutes?
I do. I still want to revisit my massage chair proposal, but I accept. I accept, my lord.
Yes, let's carry on. Onwards with today's agenda. First of all, we lost 24 new souls last Friday. Reports indicate a few physical torture demons were drunk on the job.
This is a disgrace. Never in 1,000 years have we ever lost souls like that. The souls literally walked back to their bodies and came back alive.
Relax, we'll get them next time.
I made those out of shape half would squat until their legs turned to ashes.
If Fortis has already dealt with the issue, why are we discussing this today?
Oh, I'm so tired. Amer's eyes dart between Nox and Fortis, as if to force them to speak. He then looks at you and smiles nervously.
Well, my lord, the demons were interrogated. They said they believed it was okay to drink on the job because they saw...
Amer taps his fingers on his notepad.
They saw
you! Vendrake is standing up and pointing accusingly at you. They saw you drinking in the bar when you were supposed to be working. A chill runs through the meeting room as the others in the room avert their gazes. Leaning back, you cross your arms defensively. Your shoulders rise up, making you look smaller. Well, I could have sworn I wore a disguise that time. The demons look to each other, then back at you. Boss, it's not that you can't go drinking, but it might be best to avoid doing so during working hours. You set an example, whether you realize it or not.
Wait, what? There's no way anyone really cares.
I saw one of my underlings wear a colorful floral shirt and sandals while torturing a soul. Good for comfort, but totally ineffective for mentally torturing a soul. I had to burn it to set an example for the others. Show them how to do their jobs. You mean you burnt the clothes or the demon? Both. The frog general yawns. He too appears to have lost interest in the meeting after saying his piece, but with Nox, it's always hard to tell. He's the type to keep his guard up no matter the company he's with. Boss, is something going on with you? Do you need more time to get used to the job? Maybe it's performance anxiety.
Yes, I can have a machine ready to look into your brain and let you physically punch out your anxiety in no time.
Can we please stop talking about my issues? Your issues are why we're in this predicament in the first place. You lock eyes with your second command.
You know what? I've been listening to you. No, arguing with you since day one. You're always in my business and I've had enough.
Amer, note this down. Vendrake,
I'm suspending your role as second in command until you learn to be less of a thorn in my side.
Your sudden outburst leaves everyone with their mouths hanging, especially Vendrake. Vendrake stands up from his seat. his protruding gut pushing the table to the side gently. "You can't!" You growl at the general and slowly stand up. His eyes narrow towards you. "I implore you, my lord, to reconsider." Vendrake's hands are leaving dents on the table as he grips them for dear life. You decide to retaliate in the same cool facade the demon is putting up. "I'm sorry, Vendrake, but I just don't think your management style is in line with my vision for our company. Perhaps your techniques have fallen out of time." Vendrake snorts briefly. "Funny, I've never heard that complaint from any of the other demon lords before. Perhaps our lord just hasn't reached the caliber befitting of his title. How pitiful." His mouth and eyes contort into a wicked smile. A smile that makes you feel so small that you're still just running in the palm of Vendrake's hand. Of all the jobs in the underworld, being Demon Lord is the most boring of all. Ever since Paul revolutionized the system, there's nothing to do but file paperwork, go to meetings, approve new torture techniques, go to meetings, announce that we have new office printers, go to more meetings, review every single demon's work performance, go to more fucking meetings about the next meeting. Why are there so many fucking meetings? I love that. That's the corporate lifestyle. Anger surges through my veins until the blue flame above your head practically erupts into a tower of fire. "Enough! Sit!" You swing your hand in front of you and unleash pressure. A wall of invisible energy pushes on Vendrake's shoulders. The force is too much for Vendrake to withstand, and he falls like a sinking rock. The vibration of his fall topples Vendrake's chair and hits the general right on his head. Gah! Fortis covers his mouth to stifle his laughter while Ameri's extra hands pull out a camera to snap a photo of what happened. Vendrake silently picks himself back up and sits down without looking at anyone. Assuming the matter has been resolved, you take your seat as well. Can we just move on to the next agenda? Those in the room check their agenda sheets.
Right, then...
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.